My name is Colin Self, and I am an artist and a composer and a puppeteer based between Berlin and Brooklyn. During my time at Becque, I worked on a series of videos with my collaborator Bobby Salvor-Menuez. I created some new ceramics and puppets, and I created a performance called Voice for a Shadow. Voice for a Shadow is a compendium performance to my forthcoming record, and this lecture exists as a sort of pathway towards my process in making this album and being with the dead community as a part of my creative practice, and eventually circles around to my collaborator and mentor, Augusto Machado, who's been a sort of spiritual guidance counselor for the last few years in my life.
When the sunlight gives away for new shadows, when the light turns into darkness in me, understood the changing shape of desire, its perpetual renewal of uncertainty. This is what I see when you touch me.
My record, Respite and Levity for the Nameless Ghost in Crisis, comes out on February 21st on Revenge International. And I have been thinking of this album as a sonic shrine in the sense that it is built as a place for me to exist in relation to the dead community, to have reverence and playfulness, and also to meditate on my relationship to the dead community on this side. The dead community are both like friends of mine who've passed away, but also strangers, people who I do not know their name, but have in some way affected my life before I was here on this planet. So people who've maybe fought for my rights or the rights of others, or people who created the world that I live in today. A part of my process as a composer for this record was making music between the hours of midnight and 5 a.m., in which I would have a meditation process or a practice of asking my dead community what it was that they were interested in bringing forward in this music or in this material. So some of the material is a very real one-to-one of thinking about friends of mine and what they would want to bring into this world, and then other parts felt a little more opaque, or they were messages or phrases that just came to me while I was singing or writing a song, and I don't even know what they mean, but they felt significant in some way. My process or time here at Becque has been also in many ways this culminating into a solitary practice, that I'm such a collaborative individual, and so much of my time is spent working on these videos with Bobby, but I was given the chance to kind of on a material level be with myself in a way while I was here. And that feels somewhat significant to a process of something like working on puppets, which at the end of the day is just like a solo practice or something that I'm doing with myself.